What's up guys, it's Aaron here, and today we're going to be running through all of the items that we have been using for the past 6 months for camping, which have ranged from hitchhiking across the UK, taking Bailey on her first camping trip, and even camping in the snow in below degrees Celsius. So without further ado, let's get into it. So firstly on this list, the most important item that we probably have on this table here, which is our rucksack itself. This brand is specifically Tripole, and it is the Colonial 80. The 80 stands for 80 litres, and I basically just wanted to get the biggest possible bag to be able to fit the most stuff in it. And all of this stuff here is either from Trespass, Mountain Warehouse or Amazon, so we'll link all of the things down below. The reason we went for this one specifically is because it had so many different compartments all over it, and I found out literally the other day that there's also a small rucksack that detaches from the front. So then next on the list is going to be our sleeping setup. So here we have from Mountain Warehouse, it's called the Ultralight 1400. We specifically got this for a trip that we did when we camped out in the snow. I'm really grateful. This has been super warm so far. I've had absolutely no complaints about it. It's got a good amount of space when you're sleeping in it, and generally it's just a good sleeping bag. It's quite cheap, costs us about £32. Most of these things on the table is cheap and cheerful, and yeah, it's done us a solid so far. I'm going to put this at the bottom of my rucksack and basically pack it how I usually would when I go on these trips. There's also a secondary compartment that you can open up on this bag, so it just makes everything go a lot deeper and it's a lot easier. Next thing on our list is the tent itself, obviously very important. This one specifically is the Night Cat and fits 2 to 3 people inside, which will comfortably sit me, my brother and of course Bailey. We don't tend to take this as much because usually we're building shelters or we're just staying on a bothy, so we don't need to usually have this, but this one will fit just on the bottom very easily. Next on the list guys, we've got this here, which is a sleeping mat. Essentially it's just a blow up bed. This one is from Tri Nordic, and me and my brother essentially just wanted to test out a small one versus a large one. He got a large one, I got a small one. His is extremely comfy, mine is less comfy. It has an R value of a 1.8 for the people out there who understand that. It's done really well up until the last camping trip, and I think I might have punctured it on something because now it's flat, but I will be requesting another one because I do genuinely think it's a really cool piece of equipment. It weighs absolutely nothing. It says here 550 grams. It's extremely compact, and that will be going next in our bag. Next on this guys, it's just these couple of accessories. I wouldn't say this is an essential, it's just more of a want than a need. This is just a Mountain Warehouse essentially padded seat for when you want to sit on a log, and here is again another Mountain Warehouse product, and it's just a pillow. I don't even use this that much because the sleeping mattress has already built-in pillows, so this tends to be used by my brother more than me. Oh, and this is where we start getting into the side pockets. That fits in there easily, that fits in there. Now, last but not least, for our sort of sleeping arrangement, this is just a, put that back there. This is just a sleeping mat. It goes on the bottom of the sleeping mattress to basically just keep out as much cold as possible and stops everything from getting wet as well. I definitely recommend this. We did our first hitchhiking trip without one of these and it was extremely uncomfortable, so definitely get yourselves one of these. Next on the list is all of our cooking equipment. Here, I believe this is just from Amazon. There's the 3 pots in here. We use this all the time. It's super compact, super small, folds down into absolutely nothing, and it's super easy to clean as well. Definitely recommend this. Next on the list guys is these things here, which are basically just camping, cooking bowls essentially. They do pretty well if you ever want to cook with them. As you can see here, it's taken a little bit of damage because we use this in the fire the other day. But again, super easy to clean, easy to compact down. You can fit this guy actually inside here as well, so you've got extra room. So it's pretty nifty guy. Next we've got our camping stove. This I believe is from Trespass. It's pretty easy, it's just a gas canister, and then inside here this just folds out, clips onto the top of the gas canister here, and then you're able to get a flame from it. So if you don't have an open fire, you can just cook everything that you need on this using all the pots. Last couple of items for cooking, we've just got a 3-piece bit of cutlery in here by Life Venture. You can just probably pick this up in any sort of outdoor shops. Then this, one of my favourite pieces, is our chopping board. On the farm we just basically split a piece of wood, asked if we could take it, he said yes, and now this has just turned into our chopping board. So we use this on most of the trips that we go on. There's a little compartment at the top here as well, guys, which I put most of the toiletries and stuff in. Then next on the list we've got this water filtration system, which is by Water. This works super well. I would definitely recommend anyone to get one of these guys. It folds up into absolute nothingness. Comes with a tube that attaches to this bit, and then this attaches onto the end. This is the thing that filters all of the water through, and this takes up to about, it says here, 1.5 gallons, which I believe is about over 3 litres quite easily. And if you don't want to take all of this stuff and you just simply want to just drink some water, you can literally put this into a body of water, suck out of this side, and then you're getting fresh water and you're not going to get any infections. Rucksack at the front. Next on the list, guys, is our weapons of choice. Here we have our 3rd axe that we have acquired on this channel so far. We managed to break the other 2. However, this one has done pretty good so far. Whenever we go on our camping trips, especially on the bothy trips, and we need to split wood, we take this guy along with us, and it does generally pretty well. We've not broken it so far, so hopefully it lasts the test of time, and it'll be coming on a lot more trips with us. Then here we have our saw. We've gone through a lot of saws on the channel, same as the axe. This one is probably my favourite one so far. We started off with a super big one, then I went to a cheaper one, then I finally have settled on this one here. It's really compact, goes down into absolutely nothing. Super useful for whenever we're going on any camping trips, especially when we're on our bothy trips and we need an endless supply of wood. If there's any trees that are falling down, we're able to chop it up and then split it with the axe here, so we have almost infinite wood supply. Then finally get into our blades. This is just a camping knife, pretty standard, pretty simple. My brother got it for me for Christmas, so shout out to him. It's really good, used it on every single trip so far. I like to do all of my cutting and chopping the vegetables with this for our food, so I always bring this one along with me. And then finally, one of my favourite things is this here, which is our whittling kit. We've taken it on most of our bothy videos. When we ever need any cutlery, we'll just be whittling away spoons, chopsticks, anything that we need. Honestly, it's so much fun. We were sat around the fire with a couple of other lads, with one of my best mates and my brother, when we did the cabin in the woods, and we probably spent the best half of 2 hours just whittling wood away. It was very enjoyable, and I'd recommend anyone that goes on any camping trips to buy one of these guys. They're like 15 quid on Amazon, and they're so much fun. Next up, we've got our source of starting a fire. In here we've got our fire lighters. We specifically chose these ones because they're natural fibres and they've just got a wax substance on them, as we didn't want to be using like chemical fire starters or fire lighters. You can get them on Amazon. You can get a box for 200 for like £10. They're really, really cheap, go for ages, and super useful. And then in this bag here we've got our flint and steel. This one also goes basically everywhere with us. Probably covered in wax right now, so not working as well. But it's super good, really fun to use, and once you get the hang of it, they're really easy to use as well. And that is going to be coming in the top of our little brain pocket. And then a couple of accessories here. We've got a thermostat if it ever gets too cold. I'd like to know how cold it does get. toothpaste and toothbrush, because obviously everybody wants to clean my teeth, and then toilet roll. Needs no explanation. Whenever you need to go to the bathroom, it's always good to have one of these on hand. And I'll stick this one in the top of our bag. I'm going to lay this down because it's getting big. Also guys, obviously, completely forgot about this. This is the 720 degrees. I've used this ever since I was full-time yachty in the scorching heat, and if you put cold water in this, it would stay cold for hours and hours and hours. It's honestly probably one of the best bottles of water I've ever purchased. And this will go on my right side, right here. And now for the best till last, Bailey's equipment. So here we just have a blanket for her. Whenever we're in the bothys, we don't want her to be on the stone cold ground, so we put this down for her. We usually put down mine on my brother's jacket as well for extra insulation, and this is super useful. Just roll it out, she's able to lay on it. Happy days. Now, because obviously my brother comes with me, he usually puts this on his backpack and I'll carry all the other stuff along with all the other camping equipment. But food for Bailey, usually take her 1 or 2 cans, take her biscuits. I won't rattle this because she's behind me, so she'll probably get too excited. What's that? I might even just give her a little cutie there, just for... Yes! Oh, she's so great!
You can get her to sit on the floor, on the...
Oh, yes! Go on then. Go on, thingy. This is super useful as well. This is Bailey's bowl. See, she knows what she gets when this gets opened. Water on one side, food on the other. Super compact, super easy to take with you. Definitely recommend this for anyone that's got a dog. Wouldn't you, Bailey? Oh, she's down. I've got a bit more room on the top here. So usually if we have any food with us, I'll put most of it in the top, and then we've also got the compartment here which has just got the water in. So essentially if we're going for 1 or 2 days, I'll pack as much food as we need in here, which will be super easy. Put this in the front like this. So essentially guys, this setup is around 13 kilos to carry. Now most of these items are wintery items, and as we progress into the summer they will get lighter, but I've managed to do a lot of trips with them and it's not too bad once you get used to it, and it carries all of Bailey's stuff as well, so it's pretty good. And last but not least, this is basically just an extra. It is the fireplace that we've used on a couple of our trips. If we're ever camping out in the open and using a tent, obviously there's no areas to have fires, and in the UK you're not allowed to have open fires in fields, so this is super useful. You just pop this up, put all the logs in, get the fire going, and you're able to cook all of your food on this guy here. Definitely recommend it, get you out of a lot of trouble, and it's good for the environment. And last but not least guys, we're going to talk about clothes. These are cheap and cheerful alternatives, which is my favourite. Firstly, we've got these trespass trousers, which are water resistant. Didn't cost me that much. They are, I don't even know what you'd call these, like hybrid trouser shorts. Don't really know, but you just can zip them off and turn them into shorts. They come in really handy if you get caught out and you thought it was going to be cold and it was sunny, like I did the other day when we did our hike up to Mount Snowdon. Next, we've got these guys here, which are my Salomon Ultra X4s. I acquired these probably about 6 months ago, taken them on every single trip so far. They've managed to keep my feet very dry. The only qualm I would say about them is sometimes they can be a bit cold, but you can just counteract that by putting 2 socks on. But yeah, these are really great for keeping your feet dry. Definitely recommend. And lastly guys, my favourite item of all is this waterproof wax jacket here. I got this from a farmer's market about 10 years ago. It's covered in wax, so it keeps me super dry. It's really rugged, so whenever I throw it on the floor for Bailey, she can just lay on it on top of her blanket, and it doesn't really matter if it gets messy. Super thick as well, to keep me super warm. If my hands ever get cold, I can just put it in these side pockets here, and I've still got pockets below them, and even an inside pocket here. I could not recommend this enough. I've tried loads of waterproof jackets, loads of hiking jackets, and I always tend to just wear this because it's so versatile, so rugged, and keeps me dry and warm. So that is my favourite item. Right guys, I did just say this is my favourite item, but I did lie to you a little bit. I'll show you what my favourite item is. This here is my favourite item. It's very versatile, keeps me very warm on cold nights. She's a little hot water bottle. She's like a blanket. She's also very entertaining. You do have to sometimes feed her and water her, but she's very good. She sits on command. Sit! She sits on command. Sit, Bailey! Bailey, sit! Sit! She sometimes sits on command. But yeah, she's definitely one of the best things that we've got. Mwah. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. This is obviously my pack. This is what works for me. It's kind of like cheap and cheerful. It manages to get me out doing all of the adventures that we're able to do. Keeps Bailey entertained as well. Let's put her down before she gets worried. Gets me out doing all the adventures that I'm able to do. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that video, the breakdown of basically everything that I use for camping. If you wanted to watch any of our other videos, we took Bailey for her first ever camping trip. You can click up here. If you wanted to watch us sleeping in the cabin in the woods, you can click up here. And if you want us to watch us sleeping next to a plane crash site, which was like below freezing degrees, you can click that down here. But as always, enjoy, and we'll see you guys next Saturday. Like and subscribe, a new video every Saturday.